What if I told you that after slavery ended, Black Americans built a business district so successful it was called Black Wall Street? And what if I told you that even after a white mob burned it to the ground in 1921, Black communities rebuilt? What if I told you that despite being denied GI Bill benefits, excluded from home loans, and locked out of capital markets, Black Americans still built Fortune 500 companies, earned PhDs, and became CEOs? This is not a story about what racism did to Black America. This is a story about what Black America did despite racism. Now, before I show you the extraordinary resilience of Black business owners, educators, and entrepreneurs across generations, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because this is the history of determination they rarely celebrate. The history of Black Americans is one of determined advancement against formidable odds. From the aftermath of slavery to the modern global economy, Black men and women have built businesses, earned advanced degrees, and secured professional leadership positions despite systemic efforts to exclude them. Education and entrepreneurship have been powerful tools for mobility and wealth creation. Yes, the racial wealth gap persists. According to data from the Federal Reserve, the median wealth of white families remains several times higher than that of Black families. But here's what statistics doesn't tell you: how Black Americans generated the wealth anyway. It doesn't tell you about the businesses built without loans. It doesn't tell you about the degrees earned at HBCUs when white institutions wouldn't accept Black students. It doesn't tell you about the communities that rebuilt after destruction. This video examines how Black Americans have generated income and built economic power through business ownership and education. How resilience has defined every generation's response to exclusion. How Black communities continue to advance despite structural barriers. This is a story of strength, strategy, and unbreakable determination. If you're ready to see how Black America has consistently risen above racism through entrepreneurship and education, stay with me, because what I'm about to show you is extraordinary. After emancipation, Black Americans didn't wait for permission to build wealth. They sought economic independence through land ownership, skilled trades, and small businesses. Black communities developed their own financial institutions, insurance companies, newspapers, and retail establishments, all in response to exclusion from white-controlled markets. They didn't accept exclusion, they built alternatives. One of the most famous examples was the Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma, better known as Black Wall Street. By the early 20th century, Greenwood was home to dozens of thriving Black-owned enterprises: banks, hotels, restaurants, theaters, law offices, medical practice, and retail stores. This wasn't handed to them. They built it. In 1921, a white mob burned 35 square blocks to the ground. Hundreds of Black residents were killed. Thousands were left homeless. But here's what history often leaves out. They rebuilt. Not immediately, not easily, but they rebuilt. The Greenwood District symbolizes something profound. Even when wealth is destroyed, the determination to build remains. Entrepreneurs like Madam C.J. Walker built national business empires despite discrimination in capital markets. She couldn't get loans from white banks, so she built her own business with her own capital and reinvested profits. Her hair care company employed thousands of black women and circulated wealth within the black community. She became one of the first self-made female millionaires in America, not by waiting for equal access, by creating her own path. This is the pattern throughout black economic history. Exclusion met with innovation. When banks wouldn't lend, black communities created their own credit unions. When white retailers wouldn't serve black customers, black entrepreneurs opened their own stores. When insurance companies denied coverage, black-owned insurance companies emerged. Resilience isn't passive, it's strategic. When white colleges and universities refused to admit black students, black communities didn't accept educational exclusion. They built their own institutions: Howard University, Spelman College, Morehouse College, Tuskegee University, Fisk University, Tennessee State University, and many others that are not named here. These HBCUs became pillars of professional development, training generations of black lawyers, doctors, educators, engineers, and executives. During periods when most white institutions excluded black students entirely. Educational attainment has consistently been linked to higher lifetime earnings. As black college enrollment increased, especially after the Civil Rights Movement and the passage of the Civil Rights Act, black professionals began entering corporate leadership, academia, and public service in larger numbers. Despite the obstacles, educational attainment grew. In 1940, only 1% of black adults had completed 4 years of college. By 2020, that number had risen to over 23%. That's not luck. That's determination. Black students didn't just attend HBCUs. They fought their way into Ivy League institutions, state universities, and professional schools. They became the first black graduates in engineering programs, medical schools, and law schools across the country. Every degree earned was a victory against a system designed to deny access. If you're starting to see how black Americans turned exclusion into innovation and built institutions when denied access, stay with me, because what comes next shows how that resilience continues today. Now, I am not going to pretend the barriers don't exist. It is well documented that they do. Redlining denied home loans to black families in the 1930s, limiting wealth accumulation through home ownership. The GI Bill after World War II provided benefits to veterans, but discriminatory implementation meant many black veterans were denied mortgages and access to white universities. Black professionals remain underrepresented in C-suite roles and corporate boards. Black-owned businesses are more likely to be denied loans or receive smaller amounts of startup capital. These barriers are real, but they are not the end of the story. The response from Black America has always been, build anyway. Can't get a loan from a traditional bank? Create community lending circles. Locked out of corporate leadership? Start your own company. Denied venture capital? Bootstrap and reinvest profits. Excluded from suburban development, build thriving urban business districts. Resilience is not about ignoring the obstacles. It's about refusing to let the obstacles define the outcomes. Despite structured constraints, Black Americans continue to demonstrate economic innovation and determination. Black-owned small businesses are growing at the fastest rate in decades. Black women, in particular, are the fastest growing segment of entrepreneurs in America. They're launching businesses in technology, healthcare, consulting, e-commerce, media, and financial services. Black college degree attainment continues to rise. More Black students are earning graduate degrees, PhDs, and professional credentials than ever before. HBCUs continues to produce a disproportionate number of Black doctors, engineers, and scientists. In response to limited venture capital access, Black entrepreneurs have created their own investment firms and venture funds. They're funding the next generation of Black-owned startups, not waiting for the traditional investors to catch up, building their own networks. Cities like Atlanta, Houston, and Washington, D.C. have become hubs of Black professional and entrepreneurial activity. These cities demonstrate what's possible when Black economic power is concentrated and supported. Digital platforms have removed some of the entry barriers, enabling broader participation in e-commerce, media production, consulting, and financial services. Black creators, entrepreneurs, and professionals are leveraging technology to bypass traditional gatekeepers. If you're seeing how each generation of Black Americans have found new ways to build wealth and advance despite exclusion, you're understanding resilience, because what comes next is conclusion. This story is not over. Resilience is not merely survival, it is strategic adaptation. Black America has repeatedly built institutions, networks, and enterprises in response to systemic exclusion. When one door closes, another is built. When one path is blocked, another is forged. That's not passive endurance. That's active resistance through economic power. The racial wealth gap did not emerge accidentally. It developed through historical policies and practices that advantage some while disadvantaging others. This video is not about those policies. This video is about how Black Americans responded to them. The arc of Black American economic history reveals extraordinary perseverance. Building Black Wall Street after slavery, creating HBCUs when white colleges wouldn't admit Black students, launching a business without bank loans, earning degrees despite segregation, becoming Fortune 500 CEOs despite corporate barriers, founding venture capital firms after being denied funding. Through education, entrepreneurship, political activation, and community solidarity, Black men and women have continually expanded the boundaries of opportunity. The story is not solely one of disparity, it is one of determination. Yes, structural barriers exist. Yes, the wealth gap persists, but so does the ingenuity, advocacy, and leadership of Black America. As structural systems continue to evolve, so too does the strategic resilience of Black communities. You know, I'm excited to take a moment and share with you my own eyewitness account of determined advancement against formidable odds. My wife Mari and I watched our daughter Tiffany master her craft. She worked tirelessly at one of America's largest banks, but she realized something. That same degree of effort she gave to them, she could give to her own family. She refused to accept the wages someone else set for her. She wanted to establish her own wages through her own efforts. She is now the owner and CEO of Tiffany Haynes and Company, a real estate virtual assistance agency that provides transactional coordinating, listing management, marketing, and administrative services for real estate agents in the state of Texas. She's been running her company for 12 years, and on top of owning and running that business, she also is a business manager, equity investor, coach, author, and real estate investor. Then there's our nephew, Justin Anderson Sr., owner and CEO of Big Bowl's restaurant and food truck in Madison Heights, Michigan. Justin didn't just accept the wages provided by restaurant chains. He wanted to build something of his own, and Big Bowl's consistently received high reviews for its flavorful, high-quality comfort food. With patrons praising the juicy burgers, tender ribs, and unique items like salmon grilled cheese, customers rave about the surf and turf burger, Parmesan fries, honey garlic flatbread, and his egg rolls are, and I quote in my wife's words, to die for. And then there's our girl Cherise Nadine, an elementary school teacher in Worcester, Massachusetts, and also the owner and CEO of Charcuterie by Cherise. Cherise refused to let her teaching salary be her only income. She created a second stream of income on her own terms. Her charcuterie boards are insane. They're all eco-friendly and created on palm leaf platters. She always presents a wow factor. The feedback regarding her professionalism, quality of service, and the taste of her product often exceeds expectations. Mari and I can attest that each one of these family members refused to accept the wages provided by today's employers. They had a strong desire to set their own wages, established on their own terms. They were determined enough to carve out their own space and advance against formidable odds, and we could not be prouder of them. They are excellent examples of Black resilience in 2026. This is the continuation of our pattern. This is a story to be proud of. Not proud of the obstacles, but proud of the response to them. Proud of the grandmothers who started businesses with no capital. Proud of the students who earned degrees when institutions tried to keep them out. Proud of the entrepreneurs who built empires without loans. Proud of the communities that rebuilt after destruction. That is Black resilience, and it continues today. If this video showed you the extraordinary resilience of Black Americans who built wealth, advanced education, and created economic power despite systemic exclusion, I need you to do 4 things right now. First, subscribe and hit the notification bell. This is the story of Black excellence and determination they rarely tell, and you need to see every video we release. Second, like this video and share it with your family, your church, and your community. People need to see the resilience, not just the oppression. Third, leave a comment and answer these questions so others can learn. Number 1, what example of Black resilience in this video inspired you most and why? 2, how can we teach the next generation to see Black history as a story of strength, not just struggle? 3, what modern example of Black entrepreneurship or achievement do you see continuing this legacy of resilience? 4th, explore the sources and books on this topic in our complete Black History library at the link in the description and pin the comments below. Black Americans built Black Wall Street, rebuilt it after it burned, created HBCUs, launched businesses without loans, became Fortune 500 CEOs despite barriers. That's not just history. That's resilience. That's excellence. That's pride. Subscribe, share, speak the truth, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.